Hey y'all, hey, this is your girl Siobhan Noel, and we are live, Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. I'm here today with our community advocate, our councilman, and our hopefully upcoming mayor for the city of Jonesboro, Mr. Alfred Dixon. Hello, Alfred, how are you today?
Hello, doing well. How about yourself?
Great, great. Thank you for taking the time out to sit with me and talk to me today. I'm excited to hear about everything that you have going on. So I noticed that you have a long resume. I went over your website last night, looked at your bio and everything that you've been doing. So you've been pretty active for some time now, and you're very young. What made you get into community work and politics and things of that nature?
I mean, really when it just started affecting me and the people around me.
Okay, okay.
That's what really jump started my thoughts on politics.
Gotcha.
If you say, I was working at the Quick Trip, right in Jonesboro, and was off for work one day and decided to go up to Lee Street basketball courts, the courts that I've always used to play.
Around the way, yes.
When I got there, there was a sign on the court gates that said, the court will remain closed due to excessive litter.
Really?
So I'm like, wow, okay. So I'm walking back home. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I know we have the hot dog stand at QT. I'm not about to shut it down because somebody squirted some ketchup on the side.
Okay.
I know we have the freeze only area. I know I'm not about to shut down the freeze only section because a kid leaves a cup on the side.
Right.
I'm just going to clean it up so the next person can use it. I thought the same thing with the basketball courts and in the city. I know we have the little white trucks that ride around that say Public Works on the side. Why can't they help keep the courts clean?
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much just what jump started everything for me.
Okay. Now, I see when I looked at your resume of long accomplishments, they range from things that you've approved, that positions you've held, but also things that you've done actively in the community, hands-on with from the youth to getting the community involved with their health, things of that nature. And to me, that shows that you have a passion for what you do. What makes you want to be here? Like we're right now today, we're here at Jonesboro Middle School, and as we walk through the hallways, I can see this is not your first time here. The kids know and love you. And then I see on Facebook all the time from the Runsboro and things that you do. What makes you want to be so hands-on and so passionate about the people?
Like I don't have any kids yet.
Okay.
Right? When that time comes, I feel that the youth that are in these hallways today, they'll be either teaching my kids, they'll be that inspirational figure or influential figure that's on TV. There will be the doctors and the nurses and the lawyers for my children.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
so it's just very important that we pour as much into them as possible.
Right.
So that we're secure as well.
Yes. And just when I've been out and about, one thing that I noticed in particular, similar to what I just said, how you interact with everybody, if without calling other names or things of that nature, but I see other current candidates, they don't say a word to anybody when they're out in the about, and it makes me wonder, why are you in that position if it's not for the people, if you're not interested in things of that nature? So kudos to you. I mean, I just love the way you just pour out in love. Like I said, when we walk through the halls, it just really warmed my heart. The kids come up to you, they run up to you, give you high fives, like they know you, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is what you're doing. And now currently you are holding a position as a councilman, is that correct?
Yes.
And then also you work with the mayor pro team?
Well, I'm actually currently the council member for the city of Jonesboro, but also I serve as the mayor pro tem.
Okay, gotcha.
Which, like I tell the scholars here in Jonesboro, that's the vice president of the United States of Jonesboro.
Okay, that's huge.
So if anything was to, happen to the president of Jonesboro, then I would be the second in command.
Okay, wow.
And like I said, I don't take that lightly. I really, put some work in behind that, and I guess it's a position that's appointed. You're appointed to by your colleagues.
Okay.
So as you know, I'm the only African American on the board, and it just was very special to me to be appointed by my council that does not look like me. We may not always see eye to eye, but they understand where my heart is.
Okay.
And the fact that they trust me to lead the city. If anything was to ever happen to the mayor, it's just humbling.
So that speaks volume, as you're mentioning, but then it also makes me question why we're here today. Because, okay, so if they've already, like you said, entrusted you with all that, okay, so now that you have announced your candidacy or to run for the position as mayor, it's a lot going on with that, and it's really baffling. And I've been watching it from the sidelines, and so has a lot of other people. So, to my understanding, you have is it? And I want to make sure I use the proper verbiage. You declared, is that what it would be, or what is it when you actually formally announce and go through the process? Is it?
Yeah, I'm qualified.
Qualified.
Yes.
Okay, so you qualified to run,
Right.
and then out of the blue, you're no longer on the ballot and able to run. I mean,
That pretty much.
explain that because I'm confused. I'm so confused.
And it is a confusing situation scenario. Yeah, qualified on August 21st.
Okay.
Officially qualified. It was a document that was printed from the city.
Yes.
Stating the candidates that qualified, and I was on that list. I announced it in Clayton News Daily. Everything was paid a qualification fee.
Okay.
It was done.
All right. And so clearly you're not new or a rookie to the whole process. I mean, with you have doing it before as councilman, and then with you holding the position that you currently hold as well, and as you said, with your peers and everyone else backing you, why would you no longer be qualified or on the ballot? And how did you find out?
I found out through a meeting with our current city manager, which also is our election superintendent.
Okay.
And I found out in a meeting with him and our legal team.
So why? Did they say why? Did you not meet a certain standard, or?
They told me that I was not a registered voter for the city of Jonesboro.
But you voted last election?
I've been voting. Been voting for myself. I've been voting.
Right. Okay.
So they told me that I was not a registered voter for the city of Jonesboro. Asked them, how could that be so? Or fill me in, give me more information because this is brand new to me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because
it doesn't expire or anything to that nature.
Right.
I mean, did you move or?
Not at all.
Okay.
So I guess when I got back from a GMA convention in June, unfortunately, my rental car got broken into, and my things, including my wallet, was stolen, and which made me replace pretty much everything.
Okay.
When I went to the DMV, or when I went through the process at the DMV, I ended up replacing my ID online, and when I did that, it knocked me out of the voter rolls, is what they're telling me. Knocked me off of the voter rolls for the city of Jonesboro.
Okay. So, to you, did you go behind them, and are you able to go behind them to see at that point if you're currently registered, or is it okay?
Yeah, I mean, so it's, like I said, it was brought to my attention. They showed me that I wasn't on the voter rolls on September 10th. They told me, advised me to go, back to the Board of Elections and get back on the voter rolls, immediately, which is what I did. And, but yeah, still, not understanding how,
right.
Me replacing my ID, the same ID I've had all my life.
Mm-hmm.
The same ID I've used in my past qualifications. What would be the difference now?
Now, the way they notified you, is that proper protocol? To my understanding, and again, I want to use that term loosely because I am not in politics or anything. So, to my understanding, you should have been notified in writing. Is that correct, or is it just anyway? Or
no, that is correct. And like I said, I was notified in an email that that they did want me to meet. That they did want to meet with me. I gave them a call on that following day to ask exactly what the meeting was regarding, and that was September 10th.
Okay.
And he told me elections, so I ran
That
down
was a
there
priority.
immediately.
Yes,
Right,
absolutely.
immediately. Asked them, what was the situation. That's when I found out.
Okay, all right. So since then, you've done numerous things to rectify the situation or in an attempt to. And I had the honor to come to the last court hearing. So are you feeling as if you are getting a fair run at this point, or is it? I mean, okay, so you filed what they said should have been a petition, but it was an appeal. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay, and so now at this point, are you still able to run, or is it too late?
Me, I never say it's never too late.
Okay, okay.
It's never too late.
Okay,
We're still in this thing.
okay.
We're still fighting, just as every person in Jonesboro would want to see from their leader.
Right, absolutely.
And I guess that's what's encouraging me to keep on going. And
Now, you do so much for the community. What can we do to support you in this?
continue to get involved.
Okay,
That's the biggest thing. And I think about what good has come out of this, and it's so much. It's so much. I really feel like we've engaged our community, even more than they have been, and that's the goal.
okay,
That's
yeah.
the goal, is to get everybody involved. So I'm just trying to bring awareness, to the issue, so that maybe if you decide to run one day, you at least have a heads up, or maybe some insight
Right.
as to what could possibly come.
Okay, absolutely. Now, so at this point, we'll just be waiting. Is it worst case scenario, or is it still an option for people to continue to vote and write you in on the ballot, or is it in limbo right now that we just have to wait to hear the outcome, or?
Yeah, currently, like I said, currently we're waiting on the judge's orders.
Okay, all
The
right.
judge's official orders, so that we can know how to better proceed.
Okay,
with
okay.
it. But the team is very excited, about the opportunity we have to really
Okay.
make the change in Jonesboro.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for all that you do. I mean, it's amazing, and I enjoy watching, and I would love to be more involved in, the community in general. Now, do you want to outline anything specific? Because I hear a lot of people say they want to get involved, but they don't know where to start. What would you suggest to that person that's watching today that just want to help? They may not want to, hold office or anything to that nature, but they want to be active in their community.
The first thing I would say is step out to your city council meeting.
Okay.
Let that be where you start. That's where all the business take place. That's where all the information is shared.
Okay.
When it comes to the city and the community. So definitely please start at the city council meetings.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. And in closing, is there anything that you'd like to share that you have upcoming? Outside of the current running for mayor, but any initiatives or anything that you have in the works?
Man, the list is long.
Okay.
It's pretty much everything over the last 3-4 years that I've been working on and want to continue to sustain as well.
Okay.
So to answer that, I just want to say stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay
Okay.
tuned. But,
all right.
But just to, I guess if I had to give you a little bit, we're definitely going to give our youth an opportunity to become productive citizens in the community.
Okay.
That's one. Two, we are going to get our business community involved in making sure that our city is thriving.
Okay.
And that's when it comes to just supporting one another, supporting each other, going back to the saying, it takes a village.
Yeah, absolutely.
And three, just growing organically as people.
Okay.
I'm sure you will start to see more small business owners. You'll start to see more workforce development opportunities. It's going to be amazing.
Okay, awesome. I'm excited. Now, tell everyone how they can keep in touch with you, follow you, websites, social media handles, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. If you ever need to get in contact with me, you can always get in contact with Miss Siobhan.
Okay.
And if she's busy at the moment, or she's doing an interview, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's CanAdLive. It's CanAdLive. On Facebook, Alfred Dixon. call me if you need to, text me if you need to, feel free. 678-622-6503. I'm all yours.
Awesome, awesome. And one other thing that I meant to throw in now, also your brother is following in your footsteps. And do you want to share anything in regards to what he's got going on and him running for your position, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing to it's a beautiful thing to see somebody just grow.
Yeah.
You know, and just going back to effective leadership.
Okay.
And you know, I'm the mayor pro tem currently.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back, you know, my last year as being mayor pro tem, and it's not an experience that I would want anybody else to go through.
Really?
The way I went through it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And I mean, to be honest, it feels like I am an apprentice at a barbershop, and I can't cut any hair.
No.
All I can do is sweep up the hair that's being cut by the other barbers. That's how it feels like. You know, when you have the opportunity to really pour into somebody, you should. You know, talk about succession. You know, what's going to happen after you leave? What's going to happen once it's over with for you? Who's going to continue to carry that torch?
Right.
You know, and to be able to give back to somebody, you know, intellectually, and for them to take it and run with it, to secure what's near and dear to your heart, you know, is everything. So, you know,
So, what, in your opinion, what do you think is the reasoning for them sheltering you and not letting you blossom and grow into what your potential, what we know and see you to be?
man, I try not to, you know, be so. Let me say, I try to be open-minded to it.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, and positive.
and positive to it.
Yeah.
What's their reason?
We'll never know, right?
Yeah, we'll never know.
Yeah.
You know, we'll never know. I'm just sorry that I guess it has to come to this. You know, I'm always the type to, you know, treat people as you would like to be treated.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the golden rule from day one.
Yeah,
you know?
as we learned that as little kids, right?
Right.
And sometimes it's harder for the adults to quite grasp it.
Right. I mean, but I'm just trying to continue to press forward, you know, with love and respect for everybody.
Absolutely.
You know, and I look forward to, you know, just seeing it all come back in full circle as well.
Absolutely, yes. Well, thank you again. I would love to sit down with you again when it's all over, said and done. Hopefully with you holding the title as the City of Jonesboro's new mayor. And I'm excited. I'm really excited for all of your endeavors. Thanks for all you do. We need that in our community. So thank you from all of us. But we'll go ahead and close out. Thank you all for watching. You're tuned in to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio.
The real.
This is your girl, Siobhan Noel, with Bonnie in the City and Councilman Alfred Dixon. Thanks again.
Thanks, y'all.